Hey there YouTube, Team Dark Beginning here, I'm Zack. And it's been a while, a little later than I promised, but I finally redid my hero deck and it's more of a hero beat variety now. So I'm going to show it to you, and hopefully you like what I've done with the deck. Alright, started off, we've got 3 Neos Alias. He's really the star player of the deck. It's the 1900 Light Gemini monster. I know this is probably excessive, but I run triple T-King. Obviously, it'll probably get cut down to 2 or 1, depending on what, ends up happening. And I run 2 Veiler. A lot of times Veiler messes me up, but a lot of times it messes my opponent up more. So, that's why I like keeping it at 2. I run an Evocator and a Crusader of Endymion. Basically, they're both just 2 extra 1900 beaters that are also Gemini, so they're Gemini Sparkable. This one's light, so it can be used for the Shining, and it can also be used with an Honest. And Evocator's good because you can make Nova Master. Honest, because mainly what I run is light. Stratos, goes without saying. Voltic, a lot of people don't like Voltic, but I do like the capabilities of its special summoning, because, you use Miracle Fusion a lot, because I run 3. And when you inflict that battle damage, you get to special summon one of your banished heroes. Obviously, you can't special summon, like, one of your fusion monsters, but it's still good. Bubble Man, I only run 1. Really, I only run him A for grave fodder, and B for 0 fodder. I've literally never pulled off his special summon draw 2 thing, but, I mean, I guess it could happen. Then I run 3 Gemini Spark. Gemini Spark is just such a good card, and it adds for such consistency, because it allows for the extra draws, and it also negs your opponent. And it chains well with Gemini, with the Geminis for Neos Alias, and then Hero Blast, because you can get it back to hand and destroy something. Triple Miracle Fusion, because this card is too good. Usually go into the Shining. 2 E-Call. I don't run a lot of heroes, but I run enough where 2 E-Call makes sense. Double Duality. The deck can be inconsistent, and Duality helps with that. And I don't special summon, like, nearly as much. Like, I don't special summon every turn. So Duality is just a good card to have. I only run 1 Super Poly, but I side in the next 2. I'll show you in the side deck. But, because most of the matchups you end up getting, you're not going to be able to pull off a Super Poly, but in some of them you do. So, run 1 Future Fusion. Most people don't run Future Fusion, but I like to be able to load the grave for Trinity and for Miracle Fusion plays. I'm sorry, load the grave by going for Trinity. I only run 1 MST. I don't really have a problem with back row. I'm not exactly sure why. Probably because I use Gemini Spark and stuff like that, but I also run 1 Rhoda. I mean, all I can is run 1 Rhoda, but you have to run it. You run the Warriors, you gotta run it. Book of Moon, Reborn, Heavy. Double Hero Blast. It is just so good with the Gemini engine, because you can Gemini Spark, Neos Alias, destroy something, draw a card, and then if this is set, you can activate it, target your Neos Alias in the grave, and destroy anything with 1900 or less attack. And in this format, that's a lot of things that your opponent's going to try to combo off with, like Dragonflies, or any of the windups, or I think even some, like most of the Dark Worlds, unless they've got like their gates out, it's going to stop their popping. 2 Dark Bribe. It's just such a good card. Double Skill Drain. I do run 2. I don't side any. I just main deck 2. It is just such a good card in this format. So many things revolve around effects, and most of the deck doesn't need my effects. I mean, I've got Voltic and Stratos, but that's about it. And usually I'll get Stratos off before, but Skill Drain just so good. I run 1 Solemn Warning and 1 Judgment. I've been told I should take out Judgment for another warning. I'm still debating whether or not to do that, but that depends on me getting another warning. And then 1D Prison. That's it for the main deck. And as for the extra deck, I run 2 number 39 Utopia. It really goes without saying, the entire deck is made up of 4-star monsters, so you can just make this so easily. Plus it's a light type, so in the graveyard it's fodder for Miracle Fusion and a hero, and it's also honestable. Number C39 Utopia. It's just in there for filler. Blade Armor Ninja, because most everything in here is a warrior. T-King and Crusader excluded, and it's just a good card. 2 Nova Master. I usually don't make Nova Masters, but if I need to, they're good, because if I don't have Drain Out, they're draw power. That, and they're still 2600 beaters. Double Gaia. Good for Karakuri matchups, good for Psychic matchups. When I sided my Super Polys. 2 Absolute 0. I can usually only make 1, it just depends. But they're also good against windups, because you can get rid of their carriers and make this guy. And plus it blows up the field and gets around skill drain, because its effect resolves outside of the field. 2 Great Tornado. It's just a good beater. It's Gale on crack. 2 The Shining. This is the fusion that the deck mainly revolves around, because obviously you saw I run so many lights, and it recycles everything, usually. And then Trinity. I usually don't Miracle Fusion for him, but I can. And if I do, usually it's an OTK situation, because he gets that gets jumped up to 5,000. And if I've got skill drain on the field, he's actually able to attack directly with his regular 2,500. He won't be able to attack 3 times, but still. Alright, now onto the side deck. I do side in 2 Super Poly when I actually find up a matchup where it works, like wind-ups, or like a light deck like Agents or something, which doesn't happen very often at all. 1 Parallel World Fusion. If I do somehow play against like Macrocosmos or Dimensional Fissure or something like that. 1 System Down, Crockery, Machina matchups. Stygian Dirge. It's good against anything that tries to Xyz, and still good against Synchro decks, because it reduces the opponent's monsters by 1, so instead of going for 3, they're going for 2, instead of going for 4, they're going for 3. Chain Disc. Still good against Insectors, still pretty decent against windups. You can get rid of their Magician. Shadow Imprisonings, Insectors, and Dark Worlds. Fossil Dyna. It's just a good card. I mean, like I said, I don't special summon a lot, so I mean, I can just play these out and then start summoning like T-Kings and Neosalius and just beat stick the way to the win. 2 DD Crows for Insector and wind-up matchups, as well as like Dark Worlds and other random matchups. 2 King Tigers, stomps on the meta, simple as that. And 1 Gemini Imps, because Dark World. Anyways, that's the deck. I really need feedback on this deck, because last time a lot of people didn't like my deck. They were saying I should run, Hero Beat, because they heard it was getting good. So this is as close as I can get to it right now with my own thoughts and ideas. So you can comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think should go out for something or whatever. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Team Dark Beginning, signing off.